welcome to the Thr3 website launcher tutorial. First thing first, we should log in using the wallet that you wish to complete your payment with. Please bear in mind that this doesn't have to be a wallet on the same chain as the token that you are launching. Today for the demo, we're going to use Phantom Wallet. Once you're signed in with your wallet, you'll notice that we have a referral link system on the right. You can copy this link and earn 20% of every person that you refer the website launcher to that deploys a website with us. Make some money on the side? Not bad. Of course, if you want full custom design and development for your website done by our team, you can check out some websites we've launched on our Telegram and contact us from there. Let's go ahead and create a new meme website. First things first, let's click on the button. You'll see there's a few sections here that we're going to fill in. We're going to start with the sections. Starting with the hero section, we're going to upload the backgrounds for both our web version and for our mobile version. You will notice these two options in every single one of the sections, and you will be able to see how they look by navigating through the top icons for both web and mobile. Let's start by uploading some images. Okay, so we have our first images uploaded. Of course, if you want help creating background images for your website, you can also reach out to us. This is a service that we provide, or you can create your own or generate them via one of many online AI background generating tools. One thing that you must make sure is that the dimensions of the images that you're generating are exactly the dimensions mentioned here for both desktop and mobile. All right, let's fill in the information for the header. All right, so we have our hero text. We can now scroll up and check this out on both mobile and desktop version. We can also adjust the positions of the text. We can change the fonts, and we can change the color of the fonts, both in the header and the text section. The fonts and colors can be adjusted on all of the sections that we will be filling in, so feel free to play around with them. For the purpose of the tutorial, we're going to place the text here on the middle right side, and once we are complete with this section, we can click Save. Now let's move on to the About section. For the About section, we can add some basic details about our project. We can also turn off this section or turn it back on whenever we feel like. You can turn it on and off even when your site is live or while you're testing as well. Of course, we want to upload our images for the About section and fill in the details. Alright, we're done for the About section. Let's move to the tokenomics. Not all projects want to show their tokenomics, but if you do, you can turn them on or off again in this section. Let's fill in the tokenomics section together. Now we've filled in the basic details and added our images, we can add our tokenomics sections. By scrolling down, you can of course edit the color of these sections and the titles and the percentages, and we can also add the different elements of our tokenomics to this section. By clicking the plus button, you can generate another section for a percentage of your tokenomics. Now we've added a few sections, let's fill them in. Okay, once we fill this in, we can scroll down and click Save, and we can once again check out how this looks for our mobile version and for our web version. Next is the How to Buy section. Again, we can turn this on and off depending on the stage of our token. If it's pre-launch, we can have it off, and once the token is live, we can turn it on, but it's completely up to you. Let's upload our images. Once you've added the images and typed in your title, we can now add the steps of our How to Buy. Each step can reflect a different stage of how to purchase your token. Each step is accompanied by an image, so please make sure that the proportions of your image match the dimensions provided on the website. Let's fill this first section in. Now our first section's filled in, let's add 3 more steps. So for now we've added 4 sections. We can check out how they look by scrolling down on the right side of the page and checking out the animation. Once you're happy, just click Save, and that's the How to Buy section complete. The next section we'll be filling in is the frequently asked questions, or in other words, FAQ. These can be questions that will commonly be asked by your community. Of course, you can turn this section on and off as standard and view it in web and mobile by clicking on the icons above. Let's fill this section in, and let's add 4 FAQ questions to start. You can click this button to add new questions. Alright, let's fill these questions in and see how it looks. Alright, so we've added 4 questions to our FAQ. By clicking on the menu item, you'll be able to see the answer below. You can of course view this in mobile version as well. And once you're happy, just click the Save button below, and we're done for the questions. The last section is the Join the Community section. Of course, you can toggle this on and off at any time. Let's add our background images. Once the images are added, you'll notice the Join Community section doesn't display anything below. Don't worry, once you've added your custom links, they will automatically appear here with links to your socials. We can check that out a little later when we publish our website. In the footer section, feel free to add additional text or use this section as a disclaimer. For the purposes of the tutorial, we've added a disclaimer. This section is now complete, and you can click Save. The basic design of our website is now complete. We can go and start adding the other sections, preview our website, and when finally ready, publish our website. Let's click on the back icon. The next step is token information. This will help with SEO purposes when people are searching for your website, and here you will also find the ability to add your contract address. Your contract address section does not have to be filled in until your token is live. Your website can go live earlier, and as soon as your contract is ready to post, feel free to just paste it in here, click Save, and now it's available to the public. Now let's do the logo and links. In the logo and links section, we can upload a logo for our website. Now that we have our logo, we can add relevant links. We've already prepared the links that are most common for meme projects, and they will help you with both your Dex tools and Dex screener updates, as well as helping your community find you on your social media channels. Let's fill these in. We've now added the links that are relevant to our project. Of course, if we don't want to add a specific link, you can just turn it on and off in the section here. You'll also notice that the icons have appeared in the top right of the website and are now fully clickable. Once you're happy, just click Save, and we're done with this section. One thing to note is that if you go to your sections and to Join Community, your links to your social medias will now have appeared and they will also be clickable. Let's go back and finish off the final steps. The next will be the website favicon. It's the little icon that appears on your browser tab when you open a website. Let's upload an icon. In most cases, you can use the same logo with a clear background that you have used as your logo on the website. Once you're ready, just click Save. We've now completed the main stages of preparing the design of our website. To now preview it, all you have to do is create a subdomain. For the purposes of the demo, we've created doggothedog123, and the full link will be displayed below and will also be available once we click preview. Let's click Save and see what happens. If the name is available, we should be able to wait a few seconds and preview our website. The preview button is ready. Let's check it out. You may be prompted to connect your wallet to preview your website. This is because your website is currently connected only to your wallet for preview purposes, but once your website is fully published, it will become available to everyone. Let's check it out. The website looks great. We can now buy a custom domain using the Thr3 website launcher, connect our own custom domain that we've purchased, or publish the website as is using our preview link, which will be available to the public after payment. Let's go back to the Thr3 website launcher to complete these final steps. The last step before publication is our custom domain. Let's check it out. You can either connect an existing domain or buy a new one. If you've already purchased a domain, please enter that domain here, click Save, and follow the instructions on how to set up your DNS records to connect your website to the domain. If you want to purchase a domain through our website launcher, which we recommend, just click on this button here. Let's search for an available domain. Alright, the domain is available. Let's proceed to purchase. Follow the instructions on screen to complete your purchase and wait a few moments. Once you've followed the on-screen instructions and completed your purchase, please wait for the DNS configuration to automatically set up. It should take no more than a few minutes. Alright, everything's been connected successfully. Please bear in mind that the website will only be visible for the connected wallet until you have fully published your website. Let's go ahead and publish our website. You can fully publish your website by clicking the link below and following the on-screen instructions. You will now see the links that will be connected to your website once you've completed the payment process. Let's go ahead and make the payment. Alright, we've completed the payment. Let's wait a few seconds and our website should be live. Alright, our website's now been published. Let's go check it out on the link. Your website is now live. Congratulations. Feel free to share it with your community. And please remember, if you need to make any changes at any time, just log back into the Thr3 website launcher, click on your published project, and make the changes that you need. Thanks for watching our tutorial video, and good luck with your meme project.